Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Pure Angels playthrough. We are, we're getting ores, finally, the main four. The four oarsmen of the apocalypse. And I need to start making metals out of them. So, I'm excited to do that, but I need to plan that out a little bit. We've looked at all of this and seen what will be required. So we're going to need quite a bit of oxygen, some coke, and some carbon, but the carbon's going to be made from coke, so let me throw that in here real quick. That's charcoal. Although, should I be doing that? 2 carbon from 1 charcoal versus 3 carbon from 2 coke? It's not really that much better. I'll just use the coke. And now what's happening? Oh, hold on. That's right. No, let me add that back in. This will work. I just need to put an input of coke, which is 3.75 times 2/3. Yeah, there we go. So the total input is 16 coke for all of this metal, or ingot making, I should say. And we're making ingots. Not molten. Okay, and then we'll send the ingots around where they need to be. Because there's just so many various things that I will put some ingots on trains, but not all ingots. At least that's the plan. So, I got both, actually. I got a haircut this morning, and I'm using earbuds instead of headphones. So that is the correct interpretation of what's happened. Okay, so we said we were going to do sorting, and then we were going to do smelting. I think I said I was going to do sorting up here. Was that right? Or was it over here? Now I'm not sure. I think I'm going to take these up. So we'll do one of these. Why artisanal instead of shiny angels? I don't even know what shiny angels is, so that's your first reason. And then your second reason would be, I don't really, I think the shiny one is what I needed for the full angel bobs, but, oh no, that one's gonna have to go farther. And this one's gonna need an inner piece, but I think that is, yeah, long enough. Oh, I am doing a dumb here. We have a belt of lead, too, that I completely ignored. Which is down here. There we go. And I'm gonna have to pick all that up. Deal with that. Okay. So, processing is step 1. We need to take all these ores and turn them into these little buckets of processed ore with about 1 billion ore processor ones. And those require... we already made a bunch, but I'm going to need a bunch more. So we'll do that. And this is telling me I need 75 of them. 55, that's not quite enough, but we'll get there. I should make this block before I go too far. And let's plop down a radar. Oh. Can I get more radar amplification here? Ugh. Nope. Not anytime soon. Okay. So now I need I'm just worried I can't paste it. Yeah, it's too tall for the radar. I'm gonna have to walk up here and make a radar. Well, I'll paste what I can. Now, what is going... Why are there all those red dots? Oh, I'm pasting the wrong... Ah, pasting the wrong one. That is why it's not working. There we go. Much better. Coniferous, yes. The ore processing just gives you straight up more ore efficiency. So it's basically free. It's just one more step of, you know, processing, but then you get a 50% plate boost. So you get 50% more ingots for the same amount of input ore. The other thing, though, is you are usually required, not with everything, but with most things, you need an extra input as well. It's usually worth it, but like the copper ingots from processed copper now require oxygen instead of just copper ore. And so you add in a little bit of oxygen and you're good to go. For iron, it's coke. For lead, it's carbon plus oxygen. And lead actually takes 2 steps after the processing instead of 1. And for tin, it's also coke. So it definitely adds complexity and a tiny bit of extra cost, but it's always worth it. With, I think, maybe one exception. I'm trying to remember if there's any exceptions. Oh, the blueprint does paste. For some reason, I thought blueprints didn't paste into Fog of War. I don't know why I had that in my head. Clearly, it was incorrect. What's up, dudes? Welcome on in. Got the ketchup rice emote, the hot garbage art. It's a thing now. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna make this whole block, and then we will get to work on our processing steps. And then this will be the block, probably, that I do the actual making of ingots in. Need to watch out for those oil spots as well. Oh, upgrades from the upgrade planer don't work on Foggy, but blueprints do. Interesting. That's good to know. That is good to know. Okay, so ore processing. This is pretty simple to set up, and I'm going to set it up over here just so I have some more space, but essentially we're just going to make these one line enough for one belt, and then go from there. And I'll go in the same order, so lead on the bottom, and that's enough for 26, so it's probably 2 more, I'm guessing. That is, yep, 30. There we go. So 1 belt in, 1 belt out. Pretty simple stuff. And then the rates are all doable with a fast inserter. And I'm going to do that thing where I get both of them with 1 power pole. As much as it's not perfectly symmetrical, if you do it like this, which arguably looks better, you have to kind of rely on the next power pole to power the last one from this set. And so I actually like this setup better. Maybe I'll keep it symmetrical like this. Now, as far as putting on one side of the belt or the other, I'll just fill the belt. We'll put it evenly. So that works. Decon also doesn't work in invisible areas. Okay. What's up, Bird? Welcome on in. Okay, so we'll just do that. That should be all we need. Given the amount of space underneath this, why don't I instead flip that vertically and do that? I did not call him Burb, but that works as well. I do like the word burb. I call them burbs quite regularly. My dad enjoys burb watching, so I always like to call it that. Now, is that 15? Okay, yeah, it's exactly 15, so we don't need a 16th in this case. Okay, there we go. So then I should be able to just copy that, and we'll keep going up. I do need 3 spaces for eventual beacons, potentially, so I'll leave 3 spaces. I haven't really been planning for beacons and everything else, but here we are. So there we go. That'll be 5 lines. I'm out of belts. I'm going to need to go get some more belts, because I definitely need more for all these connection points. And then... yeah, so this one's going to go that way, that way, that way. Left. Okay, and then lead comes up. Goes right. This one goes right. Let's just do map view for this. That'll be easier. There we go. Go up. Over, and the final iron one goes over. Okay. I think that works. Oop, that's not the right one. For all of them, apparently. Okay. I believe that does it. I'm gonna have to mess up all those lines. Let me just run past these real quick to get rid of all the stuff I do have, like power poles and inserters. So Xandroxy, we do have the crawler bots actually available now. I just haven't had a need for them because I'm setting up all this train stuff. Where I will need the crawler bots is for when I make a real mall inside of a train station or a city block. So that's when I'll use these crawler logistics bots. They require the motor 2s, which is why we didn't have them for so long, but I actually have motor 2s now, so that should work. Hey, Monsieur Square. How's it going? Thanks for the encouragement in the metallurgy stage. It's good stuff. I need to just grab all the things. Do a bunch more of the inserters. Definitely a bunch more belts. A few more big poles. A lot more medium poles. 150 seems good. Grab the filter frames. More rails are always good. How big is a city block, by the way? 822. Minus some overlap, of course, with the previous block I'm connecting it to. So that's a few, but not a million. Okay, got all that. Nanobots, 2 extra stacks. Splitters, 50. Undergrounds, 150. Belts, at least 1,000. We'll go with 1,200, because I'm about to use a bunch already. And then... what else am I always missing? We've got plenty of assemblers. Lamps. I could grab a couple more. Oh, blocks. Why don't I just fill up on blocks? So, those fluid ones, electronic ones, construction ones, construction 2s, construction frames, regular frames, E1s, check. That should do it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, loader 2s are a ways away. The stack inserters are not easy. What do they require again? Stack inserters require the orange circuits. Yeah, so we're not going to have those for a while. Because they require cupric chloride, which is a pain in the butt, silver wire, and microchips, which is silicon, silver, and sulfuric. Blech. So that's a good time. And I think we've got everything we need, so let's head back. And I'll grab the E2s that I actually have for now, I guess. I don't know if I need tinned harnesses. Dukes, thanks so much for the gift sub. Okay, so back to the processing. Archcraft, that's a good question. Mini loader. So mini loader blue uses stack inserters. Mini loader green. Wait, I still have the ultimate belts too. That's confusing. Here, this is the green Bob's one. It does unfortunately require the express stack inserter. So, yeah, I may just go with ultimate belts, honestly, and I think it's probably easier to do a slight rebalance on ultimate belts than doing all the Bob's removing of stuff. Okay, again, thanks for the gift sub, dudes. Oh, working on a Saturday, that stinks, but have fun with that. See you later, dudes. And how many am I missing on the ore processors? 21. Okay, that's an easy number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That should do it. Nanobots? Hello? Wow. They got really bogged down. What's happening when you're like, what are they doing? It's because they queued up like hundreds of orders. Hundreds of orders that they then couldn't do because you built it. And that still kind of has to go through the process. So it feels like they're not doing anything, but they're actually going and not building all the things that you built one at a time. So sometimes building things doesn't really help. There's probably a setting, actually. In fact, I know there are some settings for nanobots. Must be in here. Yeah, you can do entities queued per cycle. And then, so essentially it queues 100 entities every 1/5 of a second. And so then that ends up queuing up tons of things. So you could lower that number so they queue things up slower, so you don't end up queuing up more than they can build. But I kind of like it that way. All right, this is looking pretty good. Let's connect it to power with a big pole over here, maybe. Let's place some lampies around. So this will be lit up, and then I will go ahead and remove all the incorrect ore from each line. And that should do it. Oh, I need to change the recipes too, I guess, don't I? This is 10. Wait, what? I did tin before copper? Oh, apparently I did. Let's actually switch those. I'm okay with switching that. What's an easy way to switch these? I could just use a filter, right? If I filter tin right, then that means copper will go left, so... that will be an easy switch. And I'll remove all this. Because I want tin. Oh, yep, I figured that would happen. That should help a little bit. Get rid of all the copper. There we go. Okay. Sweet, sweet. Why no Angel's Infinite Ores? I don't feel like I need infinite ores. I turned up the richness enough. Like, I'll probably only ever have to go get one more patch. Like, ever, for the rest of the game. So, I don't mind doing one patch here and there. And I don't like having to transport drilling fluids to all of the mining sites. So let's paste all of our recipes here, and this one's copper. Okay. Sweet. Now, I don't know why all my mining, or my ores have stopped. I'm going to have to go investigate that. But let's get rid of these first. Lead, get rid of you, and then I have a few tin. Okay. So these have stopped for unknown reasons. Unknown reasons being... Protinium, what is going on here? This whole thing has stopped. Oh, yeah, I did the frames wrong. Someone pointed that out. What did we do exactly? We are putting the frames on the wrong side, I think, is the crux of the issue. So I'm just going to pick up the whole line here. I don't need another ore mod, Archcraft. The reason I wanted Bob's belts over the ultimate belts is because ultimate belts go straight from 45 to like 90. The first ultimate belt... I don't know why it's only showing me one. Where it is. Where it is? Where is it? Yeah, the first one is 90. And I don't love that, because I'd rather go 15 at a time, like regular belts. So I would basically have to rebalance ultimate belts if I wanted to use that. Okay, so now I've picked all these up. I can put the regular frames in there and drop the coal filtered frames out there. So now this should fix the whole problem. And get everything rolling again. Yeah, 90 is great, but it's too fast. I think I made it more expensive. I'm trying to remember. Manually, I went into the mod and changed it. Yeah, and it requires 4 belts. So I wanted it to not be cheap. Because if you've got double the speed, it should be more than double the cost. Because you're paying some extra for the denser belt. So I think I made this from 10 to 20, and I went from 2 to 4 on the express belts. So when I do get there... If I choose to use that instead of Bob's, it'll be fine. Okay, so now all the ore's running again. Perfect. And we've processed our ore, and now we need to blast furnace our ore with coke. Also, steam I can make on site. Okay, so we've got all of our processing here. And then we'll go one more over to this city block. The reason is because I'm going to need to process a lot of different ores later, so I'll leave that open. And we'll paste another city block here. We'll go ahead and just get ahead of ourselves. Paste a few more in each direction. We'll eventually need that one too. Okay. So then our processed ores come through. And I don't know if this spacing is going to be good, but we can change the spacing if we need to. Wrong belt again, he says. And he is correct. Whoops. I want the processed ore, not the raw ore. Sheesh. Okay, well, now that that's fixed. So let's start with lead and work our way up rather than the top-down approach. Okay. So the processed lead is here. And we're going to need blast furnaces. Lots of blast furnaces. I'll probably design this with tier 2 in mind, because we're going to have tier 2 not that long from now. And so let's switch that over. So I should only need 5. Is that accurate? For lead, it's 5 of each. Wow, that's a lot of trees. Go away, please. Do we have any special trees in here? No. Okay. So 5 blast furnaces spitting out the lead oxide. Part of me really wants to just direct insert, but then that makes the spacing kind of weird. Maybe since this is the bottom one, I will direct insert. We'll leave room for fuel. We'll do that. I like that. And then this one goes here. Doesn't leave room for beacons. So maybe we'll go up by 1 here. And then we potentially have room for beacons if we need them. Alright, so that then is going to have 5 along there. Wait, do I? Oh. Yeah, I put that wrong space. We'll just have to have a closer belt there. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That's for... Okay, what was this? Lead, tin, copper, iron, iron. Okay. So we'll get those connected. Oh. Oh, we have one more for some reason. Alright. That does it. Let's craft all these bad boys. Do I have enough? Potentially. Guess we'll find out. Five more? Just enough. Oops. That's not good. Yeah, I don't want to handcraft 40 construction blocks, so I'll leave that alone for now. Yeah, the more and more offset I actually think looks kind of cool. So I agree, it annoys you more than it should. Alright, so let's get the recipes set for all these. So that's going to be the oxide. Actually, let's do the oxide on the bottom. So then the fluids are easier to deal with. And then this will be the actual ingots. This will be the tin ingots. This will be the copper ingots. This is iron. Let's get our stuff set up. Yeah, I didn't really leave enough space, did I? Because the liquids are going to get in the way on copper of beacons. So if I do this, I will have to point the oxygen down. And I also didn't think about an output belt. Like a true genius. Wow, I really screwed this up. These are 2 belts of output as well. Okay, well, that spacing is going to have to get bigger. Whoops. Okay, so the way to do this is you space one at a time here. So if I want to add a space, I first move this up. And this is, we're going to have to space that one. 1, 2, this one 4, this one 6. So this needs to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they could be beaconed. Maybe they can't. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly. More spacing is never a bad thing, but okay, so this goes up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I know, the oil. I messed with that one. It's okay. I can lose one oil thingy. 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes up 1, 2. All right. So that'll leave some space for output on the top, because we're gonna need a lot of it. So let's get this figured out with the inserters and all the piping and stuff. So first we'll have pipes, then the direct insertion. It goes that way. 6 per second. We are going to need 2 inserters for that. Power pole. And then this needs 1 in. Okay. And then this needs carbon. We'll have the fuel coming in this way. And then they both need fuel, actually. So I'm going to have to use long boy diagonals here. And in, and in. That gets that done. Okay, I gotta take a call real quick. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, YouTube, I'm back. You didn't have to pause very long, did you? But I was out for a few minutes, so I got a little bit discombobulated here. I did make some decisions on how we're gonna do all this, because I was a little curious in my head what I was doing exactly. So we're doing ore processing here. We're doing sorting here and crushing here. So what'll happen is we're going to need hydro refining and then later on 2 more steps. So the hydro refining then will be here, and we'll do the, whatever this is called, the sorting of it up here, and then I can do more ore processing here. If I need the other steps of ore processing, I can always use more space on the right or do up here. And then this is where we're making ingots, left half, and then right half we're going to make sheet coils. And then all the ingots and sheet coils that I need to be on the train network, we're going to move into this block for loading onto trains. So we're going to have a lot of loading stations here. We're going to add a bunch more. So that's the plan currently. And we just need to set up the rest of the inserters here, get carbon going, and coke shipped in. I guess that's what I haven't figured out. Where's the coke coming from? I might need a design, I was kind of thinking about this a second ago, I might need to design an inline unloading station just for when I need a small amount of something, rather than having this whole sweeping, like, 3 loading, 4, you know, train things. I could always just do something pretty simple. Let's get rid of the trees here so I can see better. But I'm thinking something where, you know, we literally just do this, do an unload, and then we go back in. Like that. And then we can do a train limit of 1 on the stations that do this. And so, I guess that should be a chain signal. Should be a real one. And then, yeah, this is not a bad idea. Okay, and then we want the unloading, which is this one. Ugh. Oh, that's so annoying. It's my least favorite thing about merging chests is the inability to rotate the merged chest. Because like a 3x5 is different than a 5x3. So that is the annoying part. We are cutting it a little close here. I might have to move this backwards a little bit. Maybe we'll go back here. We'll line it up with the center of the block. Or I could line it up back here. I don't know. I guess where we line it up doesn't matter as much. I can always just move this. Okay, so then this is what goes back in. We will need a regular signal there. And then a regular signal here. So I'm okay with that being one block. And then this goes back to here. And that's where it enters. And then I think the signaling is all good on this one. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we just need to make sure to put a train limit of 1. Bam. And then we're going to do coke. And how much coke do I have stored up? Where even is it? Over here? No. Oh yeah, it's down here. We've got only 20 squares, so I definitely need to start with a smaller threshold. So I'll just put 20. And then we're gonna do, ooh, not that many. Let's do 80 stacks. All right, and then some chests. Merge that bad boy. Connect everything up to power. We do need to connect this. And there should be a train dispatched. Is that correct? No. What's going on here? Maybe there's slightly less than 20 stacks, and it's rounding up to 20 stacks. That's probably what's happening. That's annoying. I guess for now we'll just change it to 19 real quick. Did that work? Oh. This needs to be all. There we go. Right? Is that how that works? Nope, still nothing. How about 18? Is that really what it is? No. Is this provider wrong? Oh. I'm just not meeting the provider threshold of 40 stacks. Okay. That's the problem. Okay, well, I'll deal with that later then. I can't deal with that from here. So now we need to do a slightly different setup for these. We're still going to have the coke or carbon or whatever it is for all of them. So that's the same here. Let's change this back to 10. And then probably don't need 2 anymore. Oh, no, wait, I do, because of the wire length is the issue. And then out. We need out for each of these. So out is going to be, I believe, just 2 each. And since the wires don't reach 2 full, oh, I guess that's fine. I'll just use more wires. I can just make it consistent. Wait. No, that's still wrong. 6. 6. It's only 30. Oh, right. I'm going to upgrade these to tier 2. That's right. I was like, why is this not the full amount? So these are going to be 9 each eventually. So yeah, we'll do that. That'll be 1 belt worth. This will be the other belt. That should be able to handle the full output. That'll be 45 out. This will be what the output looks like for all of them. Oh, wait. The beacons. Whatever. I'm over it. By the time I need beacons, I'll have some other good things going on that I can switch. Like blue belts, for example. Okay. Oop, that's not in the right place. The suburban block. Yes, we are in the suburbs of Crydania right now. Okay, let me craft some more termites, wherever they are. Oh gosh, I'm out of everything. What am I out of for this? Iron? Probably? Yeah, it looks like it. I need to get rid of some junk. Processed copper, processed iron. Processed lead, processed tin, literally everything. And then we also have regular ore we need to get rid of. Iron, copper, tin. Okay. Where did I leave the train? Let's hop in that real quick, because I need some more stuff. We need some more stuff. Hitting the wrong hotkey doesn't help. Alright, so I'm going to grab some more of everything. What was I? Oh, iron. Yeah, I need some iron plates, I guess, is a big deal. When did that happen? That's not good. Let's just real quick, get all of this taken care of. So we can keep an eye on that and see if that happens again. Because I remember we did something wrong with all the crushed stone stuff, so it was probably from that. But I want to make sure that that's not a continuing issue. If that happens again, then we have an error in our LTN settings somewhere that we will need to fix. I do have a lot of city blocks queued up, so let's do a few more rails. Signals probably are okay, but I'll take a few more. And then I need iron plates. Let's grab a couple stacks. There we go. Get some more termites. I should probably automate those. What do they need? Iron rods and red circuits. Is there a good place I can do that? Right here would be perfect. Yeah, here we go. Termites and rods. There we go. Okay, that'll save me some time. Need lots of red belt. Why are red belts stopped? That's a bit of an issue. Is it crushed stone? The answer is yes. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. We have 1 million over there, and it's still backed up. Yeesh. Okay, and let me get blocks too. That's what we're missing. Some fluidy ones. Definitely construction. else? Everything else looks pretty good. Could use a few mechanicals, but not too many. Well, no, when I requested the crushed stone to the wrong station, I manually emptied it. So I'm not sure if there just ended up being 2 trains that got sent, potentially. Or what? Oh, I can't go. What's happening? I didn't enter the train. That's what's happening. Yeah, I can't go up there, but I can go here. Okay, it did send multiple trains. Yeah, then that's what's happened. That is what happened. Beep. Okay, so this one, I do need... Oh, I see the problem with this now. Yeah, it would probably be better if I went in and then, like, had kind of a corner re-entry or something, but... So I'm gonna have to basically build this whole outer block for it to be able to get here. Which is fine, it needs to get built anyway. Oh, that's what I didn't grab. Crap. Dang it, more nanobots. Shoot. I just want this all to be running. Arrgh. And now I have to think about the sheet coil stuff, too. Oh my gosh. So many little issues. My brain is like going 8 places at once. First order of business, I think, is just moving some crushed stone around. So... how big does this have to be? This will be 2,000. Is that a good size? Yeah, it's a pretty good size. So, what we're gonna do is lots and lots of crushed stone get rid of. Because my base currently is not even running. Which, as you know, is a bit of a problem. So we need to get the base running again by moving some crushed stone from out there to in here. And I polluted the ground. That should do it. Okay, so then that can handle 60 a second, and then this will start emptying out and requesting more, which is what we want. Yeah, I don't have a stacking mod. I don't necessarily love stacking and unstacking stuff. I've used them before sometimes, but I chose not to for this run. I didn't really want it. Okay, so that should all get the world running again, I hope. Once this empties out to the threshold. So that'll be nice. Hey, thanks for the follow, Brian. Alright. Induction furnaces, let's go. I don't know how many I'm gonna need, so we'll just go with a bunch. And then, oh my gosh. Gonna need a little dump chest here. Get rid of some wood and stone. That should help. Some random coal and puffer eggs. Okay, so for induction furnaces, we're gonna leave some space. Use the termites we acquired to clear out this area. And this is where I shall start making... You know what I should have done? And what I still can do? We're going to... Oh, well... This is where I want to remove the station and put it the other way. But first I need to fix the block I just destroyed. Okay, and then station. I kind of forgot I can rotate this bad boy. So if it's this way, it'll be easier to get to the loading and unloading part. So we'll put that there. And I am going to need to explore a little closer here to do the deconstruct. Because we learned that, unfortunately, deconstruction does not go into the fog of war. So let's remove all this and then redo it. Okay, so then that means I need to re-click this. Re-click that. Okay, that should get me everything. So then this will be where I load up my sheet coils and such. And now, let's see, have we gotten a train delivery yet of crushed stone? No, it's still emptying. That'll take a little while. I only connected 2 belts, so 60 a second is all I get. Alright, so then for induction furnaces, things get pretty simple here. All we need is some inductions and then some casting machines. Oh, wait, no. I need the coolant. All the coolant crap eventually. And strand casting. So I'll leave a little bit of space for strand casting. Usually you only need a few of those. Where's lead? There we go. Maybe this is going to take more space than I thought. No, that's only 9. Ooh, so if I wanted to do all 45, it's going to be like that much. Plus 2 more, actually. So that's only 42. I guess that's okay. I just didn't think I would need 2 rows of them. And then strand casting machines, they take the E2s and P2s, but that's fine. And then I'll be able to do like the lead sheet coil stuff. So all of this put together... Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more of these. Shucks. I might need a whole nother block over here for the melting of ingots and the strand casting. Do I dare use another block? That is a decision, is it not? Do I dare use another block? Because how many strand casting machines am I going to need? This only that's the wrong one. So for regular plates, this uses 40. I'm going to have 450, so I'm going to need 23 of these per block as well. So you actually need more strand casting than induction furnaces. Interesting. Yeah, I might use the next block. I might melt it down here, and then we'll use the liquid pipes to move the molten. Molten is probably not going to get above 1,000 for most things. So a pipe should be fine. I can always use 2 pipes if I really, really have to. Because 1,000 molten per second is going to be 100 plates a second, which is pretty crazy high amounts for where we're at now. And I can always just use 2 pipelines since I need more. So yeah, I think we are going to shift all this, annoyingly, over to the right. So I'm going to get a radar plop down over here so I don't have to keep dealing with all this annoying deconstructing stuff. So we'll put a radar in the middle of this area. Right here. Get these power poles done. Ah, much better. So now I can actually see. Okay, so I need to deconstruct all of this, all of this, all of this. And then I need to rebuild it. And then build the one next to it. And then that one will be the one that loads the sheet coils. And that will be here. Okay. And then I do want, weirdly, a tree rock only. So I can... Oh, what the heck? Oh, I see. Gosh. It's kind of funny how difficult it is to do what I'm trying to do here, because I didn't want my nanobots to deconstruct the trees, so I removed the tree deconstructions, but then that actually undoes the tree deconstructions that you need to construct the rails. So it's a funny little interaction there. I still didn't get more nanobots though, so that's a problem. Okay, so we'll do all the strand casting and plate making in here, and then we'll ship them over to the right for loading into trains. Gosh, this takes a while to get set up. It'll be easier in future when I get future metals, but setting all of these up at once is a pretty big ask. Oh man. Okay, so that'll be lead. We probably need 2 more, right? 48, yeah, perfect. Technically, I could remove one. But I guess we'll keep it even for the sake of being even. Though many people will chide me because I've done the opposite of that multiple times. And then, oh shoot, yeah, we're gonna need 2 spaces here because of 2 input belts. Also, Archcraft, pumps can only get you up so high. I'd rather just use 2 lines. If you're really good with pumps, you can get like 1500, but it's still... What did I do here? But it's still not quite this... Like, you can't even get close to double. Whereas with pumps, you can easily get double. I mean, with 2 pipes, you can get double without any pumps. Whereas pumps can only get you up to like 1600 or... I mean, if you literally do the perfect pump to 1 pipe to pump, you can get pretty high, but that's a lot of pumps. And I find that to be very annoying to set up. At that point, I'd rather just do 2 pipes. Okay, so that'll be lead, and then I'm going to copy this like a million times, so let me get all the inserters figured out. And power poles. Power there and there. I don't think we can handle just one. Oh. Okay, that'll actually... Will that work fine? I think that'll work fine. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget to balance the belts. Yeah, I think, yeah, we've got that there. So that's good. Connect that. Oh, these don't connect. Classic. Same issue as before. Should have seen it coming. Okay, so that is all of the lead, and now we're going to copy this about 1 billion times. Let's see if we have enough space for all of it. Thankfully, I don't need... But beacons. Should I care about beacons? 1, 2, 3. It's never bad to use more space. I mean, sometimes it's annoying, but... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that'll be lead, solder, tin, copper, and I'm need 1 for iron, and then I'm gonna need 1 for steel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. It all fits. Clearly, I won't be able to fit too many more than this, but it does at least fit for now. And I'm gonna need 71 more induction furnaces for all this, which is a lot. So we're gonna have to go get a bunch of materials for that. Let me at least connect these up. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know which end I should have the moving kind of up or down on, whether it's over here or here. It's not all that hard to change later. Is that the wrong? Yeah, it's the wrong one. Okay. Now this one's interesting because these are going to need to go into steel ingots. And I guess this needs to be 2 squares to the right to leave room. To leave room for these going to steel. Okay. And then we're going to need to set up the steel blast furnaces. Which I want to say the output is still the same for steel ingots, so we're not going to need like 4 times as many. Yeah, it's 6 ingots out per blast furnace. I believe with the same... Wait, 24 ingots in 4 seconds. It uses 20... Okay, so it's not the same output. It'll give me 1/4 as much output for the same blast furnaces. But given the amount of steel I need, that's probably going to be okay. I guess we'll find out. And I'm out of nanobots completely, so we're going to need to grab more of those. But yeah, this is the beginning of metallurgy setup. And holy cow, is that a lot of induction furnaces. Sheesh. Look at that. It's bonkers. So I'm going to take a quick screenshot of that. And then I think we'll have to call it a YouTube episode for there. So for those of you on YouTube, leave a comment below to let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.